Hello everybody, and welcome to the first Dynasty duel of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Season 2. It's going to be Jaden Yuki, otherwise known as Schmaden Schmooky, versus Professor Crowler. So we're going to see some Neo stuff going up against some Ancient Gear Golems. Let's see how the subscribers do with these decks, and let's hope that the duels go well. Here we go. I'm hoping for some good duels. I will expect some jank because, you know, this game is, or this Yu-Gi-Oh! Omega simulator is kind of, you know, still going through updates and stuff, but I think it looks really, really good. So there we go. We're going to start with just an Ancient Gear Soldier in attack mode. Pretty pitiful start, to be honest. But when going up against Jaden's deck, the only thing scary in that deck is, honestly, I don't even know if they have anything scary. Oh, Sparkman. Well, you know what? That's like one of the only good beater elemental heroes. So, let's see what he can do. There we go. So, Jaden in this season does have his Neos heroes, but he, of course, would have elemental heroes to go along with it, because he did use elemental heroes in the season as well. Honestly, looking at both of these characters in Season 2, I find them both to be very fun. Crowler's deck is a lot more bricky than Jaden's, but Jaden's deck's problem comes from the fact that a lot of his fusions are locked off because they're either contact fusions, which require Neos, or worse, they require a specific monster. So let's see. If they're playing that in attack mode, I assume that means they have a special summon. There it is. Okay. If they're playing that in attack mode, I'm assuming they don't have anything else, because there's nothing else that can be done. I didn't know it had to be special summoned in attack mode, though. That kind of sucks. Here, let's take a look. Yep, in face-up attack position. And our Righteous Justice will take out the trap card. And it was just an MST, so basically it was like MST popping MST. Granbull's getting summoned. I wonder if they'll actually use it for aggression. And drawing Granbull is extremely lucky from Dante Beast Brown there. Like, honestly, that's like super lucky. And Sparkman is the best beater elemental hero, so that's another form of gigantic luck. So, very good. Very good game one so far when it get for Jaden. Good old Schmaden. Hopefully Crowler can pull off a combo or something, because right now what he's got going is not enough. He's got to pull something else out of his ass. Alright, well, we at least have a trap card. That could turn into something scary. Let's see if our friend Schmaden has something to answer that. No, but they do have Neo Dolphin, and Neo Dolphin is a pretty funny card, so here we go. We're going to throw away a spell card. You have Ancient Gear Beast and Ancient Gear Explosive in your hand. How unlucky. Yeah, that's not a good starting hand unless you had a special summon, you know, already ready to go. Which is why you summon two Ancient Gears in hopes that they had bricked, but what are you going to do? Sometimes the opponent just doesn't care. Sometimes they just get all their monsters that they need. And sometimes you don't have any traps to protect your monsters. Plus, this deck would have made a bigger difference if you were lucky enough to draw Ancient Gear Castle earlier on. But it's already too late. There are not that many cards in Crowler's deck that are actual beaters that could take on these cards. Oh, look, there it is. It's too late. One turn too late, Ancient Gear Castle. What a shame. Luckily, it's a match style, so Crowler's not out if he loses right now. Crowler could still move on. They just have to win the next two games, because match style means best 2 out of 3. So, what are you going to do, Dante? Battle phase? You might as well. You don't even need any more monsters. You have enough damage showing. So, unless they've been holding back a trap card this whole time, this duel is over. Game number 1 goes to Schmaden Schmooky. We're going to be moving on to game number 2, everybody. A very unlucky timing with that Ancient Gear Castle. It is a bummer, but it's okay. Don't worry, Mr. Yusei Fudo. You'll have a chance to try again. There will always be another chance. Alright. Let these guys, you know, get the match started. They're still making, you know, they're still getting it together. Come on. Come on. You could do it. Let me make sure everything's okay with the two contestants. Alright, they're getting it. It's the first fight of the day. Everyone's getting used to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Omega. We haven't played this for like, oh god, when was the last Dynasty series? It's been a long time. Ooh, Trojan Horse, one of the best monsters in Crowler's deck this season. But no traps or spells to defend it, therefore Crowler has a bad start yet again. Unless that Trojan Horse is not dealt with. Because honestly, Crowler's best cards come from the tribute cards. And if Jaden or Schmaden can't take care of this horse, then he's going to be dealing with a much bigger problem. So let's see. Playing trap cards first always makes me feel like they don't have a monster that could defeat this monster. I was right. Glowmoss cannot defeat this monster. Alright, and a field spell. I wonder what that is. So, if they're lucky, they might have the Ancient Gear Golem. But even an Ancient Gear Beast would be enough at this point. Alright, let's see. Standby phase, which means these guys have traps that can activate or spells that can activate at any time, like an MST. Nothing to be afraid of, you say, Fuda. Oh, shit! You started the duel. Oh, he had Fusion Gate. Damn. You started the duel with his legendary Heavy Storm. That's right. Crowler loves this Heavy Storm to use with his trap monsters, the Statue of the Wicked. So, do you have the tribute for Trojan Horse? That's the biggest question of the day. Do you have the Ancient Gear? You do not have the Ancient Gear Golem. Therefore, and that card can't equip to a beast monster. Therefore, oh, but you can equip it to itself. Very intelligent play. In fact, this monster has no limit on equips. So I assume that you'll equip both of them to one heavy mech support platform once you select them, which is taking longer than expected. Wonder what's going on. There we go. Yeah, this game, I think it makes you actually like click, then right click. It's a little, little weird. And let's see, are they going to double equips, or are they going to just keep 3 monsters for attacking and tributing? Honestly, both are viable options, but I love the double equip option, just in case my opponent has a field wipe, which I don't think anyone does, but we'll see. Oh, people in the chat, I have a chat that you guys can't see, think that horse is a beast. I mean, is a machine. Poor fools. And the Glowmoss was able to stop the attack, it looked like. And there we go. End of turn. Doesn't really matter just yet, but there you go. The machines could have equipped to each other, though. So they did put one of these at risk, but they were always at risk. It's nothing to worry about. The question is, was Yusei lucky enough to draw, or Crowler, lucky enough to draw an Ancient Gear Tribute monster in order to equip all these heavy mech support platforms to it, in order to make the invincible Ancient Gear monster? Let's find out. They're taking a lot of time to think. With 4 cards, you would think this one is the most important card they're considering. But honestly, you need to go aggressive no matter what. And there we go. It's the Ancient Gear Golem. That's one of the strongest cards in the game. And you better believe those heavy mech support. Oh, MST just to make yourself feel safe. I like it. And goodbye, Reverse of Neos. Oh, boy. And here we go. Absorb. Crowler. Absorb all of their power. Yes. More. You need more power. Exactly, that's right. Absorb all of it. Become unstoppable. He's about to make this golem have 4,500 attack points. Nothing can overpower that. Nothing in Jaden's deck, at least. All right, go for it, Crowler. You have the perfect support Ancient Gear Golem. Nothing can stop it. Except this card. Okay, you drew a spell card. What does a spell card do? Not a damn thing, apparently. Let's see. Spell. If this is attacking, you can change it to a direct attack instead. Yeah, I don't know if you want a direct attack instead. Honestly, you're just helping your opponent draw cards. So, yeah. I think I just let my Glowmoss die at that point. Jaden doesn't really run too many tribute monsters other than Neos himself, and that requires 2 tributes. So, looking at this, at least you had a defense monster, but I don't think it'll matter. Especially since I saw Premature Burial, which can bring back Trojan Horse if they really wanted to. So, what will you do, Crowler? Are you going to go in and take game number 2? And then are you going to make this a best of 3? We're going to game 3? Honestly, if that monster has bad defense, you can win right now. Interesting. You're going to unequip. That's a little strange. Unless you're going to use it as a tribute, I can't... Oh, 2 tributes. Okay. Ignoring the premature burial to bring back Trojan Horse, you'd rather just tribute the monsters you already have on the field. Makes... I mean, sure, that's fine. 2 golems is better than 1. 1 does the piercing, and they both stop traps, so it's a win-win situation. And you're going to use their effect, Ancient Gear Explosion, instead. And... Okay, 1500 burn is your thing. I would have done that after the battle phase, but, you know, to each their own. I'm sure you still have enough damage to win the duel if you premature burial your Trojan Horse. Let's see what you end up doing. Up there it is, premature burial. It's nice to see Ancient Gear Explosive being used. That's how Pegasus beat freaking Crowler and Bonaparte. So here we go. Piercing damage from the Golem. I don't understand this play. Jaden uses Clayman. Well, luckily it still worked out in the end, and the damage will still be enough, so there we go. Golems going in. And victory. Alright, game number 2 goes to Professor Crowler. Well, it's time for game number 3, the final fight between Schmaden and Crowler. Neos versus Ancient Gears. All right, here we go. Okay, looks like Crowler might have started with a brick. Most people like to play monsters first. Oh no, okay, they must really like this trap card if they were willing to put it down beforehand. My prediction is that, well, you know, it could be MST, but my prediction is that it's a Statue of the Wicked. Could be a 0 gravity too, honestly. Depends on if he's stuck in his standby phase. Let's find out. He's not, and the trap card can't stop him, but he's not strong enough to fight this. Common Soul, okay. Now let's see what this Common Soul does. Hummingbird, and the Hummingbird buffs him, okay, very good, and 1500 life points. Very good play so far. Okay, I respect it. So even if this was a trap, then it doesn't matter. There you go. And even Hummingbird could get in on this action. Schmaden Schmooky, he wants to go to the end. He wants to win this thing. Alright. So, what are you going to do, Crowler? You've already lost your horse, which gets you your Ancient Gear Golem. Without that horse, you can't overpower... Or without Ancient Gear Golem, you can't overpower the Wild Heart. He's immune to traps, so you're going to have to think of something, you know, clever. And I think that's going to be hard. Again, this is another duel where I'm not seeing any Ancient Gear Castles. It looks like this card is an active spell or trap card, because they had to wait till standby phase. Either that or this card is. And the opponent is not right-clicking quickly. But that gives you, Yusei here some information about their opponent. Ancient Gear Soldier. That's not a bad card. It has the same protection as any Ancient Gear monster. It's the original protector. So, he could destroy Hummingbird without any risk to itself. There we go. And you do always want to get rid of Hummingbird. You do not want your opponent healing up constantly. It's really annoying. Nothing could stop Hummingbird from dying. And Wildheart falls. He goes down back to 15, which is still enough to take down the soldier. But the soldier did good work getting rid of that annoying Hummingbird. Alright, so do you have any other... Oh, Hero Ring! That does not work, sadly. I'm afraid I understand what you're trying to do here, but that doesn't affect Elemental Hero Wildheart. So even if it is equipped to him, it will not work on him. He'll still die by battle. Plus, I don't think your opponent had a way of killing you. So, if anything, that was a waste of a trap card, but I'm not going to... it's nothing to really worry about. Honestly, that card is only used to protect, like, really, really weak monsters. So, what is going to be your play? You know you're safe. No trap cards can activate against you. You're immune to those. And you're stronger than the opponent. But do you have any other cards to summon? You do not. Unlucky. Jaden's deck, or Schmaden's deck, is bricky as well, so it's understandable that they don't have any other monsters. They might have Neos in the hand, maybe Blade Edge, maybe something.
There's always some sort of problematic card. A lot of random spell cards that only work on specific monsters. You know how it is, people. There are just a lot of cards out there. Oh, okay, so you have a monster at least. I wonder if it's Dandelion. That would be a pretty good card right about now. Alright, standby phase. Now let's see what they do. I guess they have trap cards they could be activating, which is why they have to right-click there. And it was an MST, which I would hit comments son of a bit. Oh, there! Statue of the Wicked. I was right about Statue of the Wicked from way back when. Which gets him a monster, which he can now tribute, which might be for Ancient Gear Beast. Nope, I think it just got tributed. Ancient Gear Engineer. Not as good as I would hope. It's actually one of the worst ones. Yes, it could destroy spells and traps, but... if I were you, I would destroy this Common Soul, since that trap card actually has no use. It was Dandelion! Look at you! Alright, Neos might be coming, everybody. Common Soul will be killed, but Neos might be coming. If only this could have been Beast, he could have destroyed Wildheart. And Beast would have stopped this effect from activating, funny enough. Its effect stops effects from the graveyard of the monsters they destroyed by battle. It's a really nice card, actually. Engineer, on the other hand, just pops back row. It's not that nice. Especially with that attack stat. Especially when that monster gets summoned. So they don't have Neos yet, but they do have Grand Mole, the best Neospatian, and the hardest to deal with. And Wildheart's allowed to get free attacks off now. So far, I've liked Crowler's combo, or Yusei Fudo's combo, of destroying their own trap card in order to get a tribute off. I just wish they had a better target. But unlucky is unlucky. Also, I wish they would have drawn Ancient Gear Castle earlier. But what are you going to do? The game gods have decided that you're going to get unlucky. In fact, you probably have a brick right now. Yeah, I bet you that's like a little Ancient Gear or heavy mech support platform. Something completely useless to you. Especially since Grand Mole can keep bouncing it back to your hand at no cost to good old Dante here. And Burstinatrix instead. Interesting. This person must have studied Crowler's deck and understands that this monster can't be very tanky. Yep, it's Ancient Gear Cannon. So Burstinatrix is coming in to do actual damage, and Grand Mole is going to be used later, I guess. It can be used as a 5th monster. That way you have 2 monsters attacking per game. That works. Might speed up the duel, actually. So, let's see what they could do. Crowler, do you have any other tricks up your sleeve? Remember, this isn't some crazy AI tournament where you have destiny draws. You have to make this up on your own. Alright, you could at least destroy Burstinatrix, and Hero Ring is not... Now, Hero Ring would have been nice at this point in time, but no. No, it will not be able to save you. So, let's see what this guy's going to do. Obviously, they always have the Grand Mole option. Or they could just let it die by Wildheart. There's many ways to go with this. I honestly thought Crowler would have had a better chance of beating Jaden, but this Schmaden player was very lucky getting freaking Wildheart, Sparkman, the better beater monsters, on top of always getting a Grand Mole when they really needed it. That is super busted. Honestly, I'm impressed. I am impressed. But it's not over yet. I gotta give Crowler some hope. Maybe hope is all he has. Yeah, honestly, if there was just one Trojan horse, we could turn this duel around a little bit by killing Wildheart. But we'll see. Alright, the attack is being paused for some reason. What's going on? Do they have to right click as a spell's trying to activate or something? Or is Grand Mole trying to bounce Yusei back to the hand? I don't know. Okay, that was just strange. Either way, the damage is dealt, and now we can go. So, let's see what you could do. This is one of your last turns, Crowler. We hope for the best. Alright, here we go. Main phase number 1. Will you have a comeback card, Crowler? Nope. If that's going in defense mode, the answer is no. If Dante draws a monster that can do battle damage, Grand Mole bounces. Okay, Skyscraper 2. You don't have any monsters that got destroyed the last turn, so you can't do it. No new monsters, therefore that was a bad play, attacking with Wild Heart. Granted, we all know it's going to be a weak monster, but I mean, even if you... Grand Mole could probably beat most of these monsters by defense anyway. So, 900 points come on through. Crowler, this guy's giving you more of a chance now. You could have had less of a chance, but now you have more of a chance. Go for it. If Schmaden wants to play bad, it's all up to you now. Make a comeback. And that's kind of strange, just going for the 500 damage, but it's still okay. Basically, that was Crowler saying, I drew nothing and I brick. That makes sense. All right, go ahead, Schmaden. It's your turn to win. It's time for victory. Burstinatrix comes back from the grave. And with this much damage showing, there's no chance of survival. Schmaden Schmooky will be moving on in the tournament with his Neos deck. And Crowler and his Ancient Gears will be taking a dirt nap. It's a sad sight, but an understandable one. The bricks were too rough and Grand Mole is too busted. That's going to be it, guys. I want to thank you all for watching this one, and we'll see you all in the next fight. Bye-bye.